Internet world. This is 109 Cents, episode 3, where we try to make sense of this crazy world. However, today we're not going to do that. Today, and I made myself a list, I'm going to tell you about the cars that I've owned in my life and maybe some funny stories. You can comment again, maybe we get to know each other a little bit. Anyway, I got my driver's license in 1973. Yes, I'm old. My first car was a 1965 Impala. It was a two-door SS, bucket seats, very nice car. For $300. $300. My next car was a 66 Mustang, silver. Very nice car. $700. So the first two cars I got cost a total of $1,000. You know, kids can't do that today. I have a daughter that turns 16 in the summer. I've been kind of looking for 10-year-old cars, 10, 11, and you're going to spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 to buy one today. It's unreal. It's a shame. You know, new vehicles the same way. In 1975, I bought my first new vehicle. It was a Pontiac Trans Am. It was nice. Had the 400 V8, the big eagle on the front, you know. And today, kids can't buy a new car. Good grief, you know. I was right out of high school, had my first job. But you do that now, you're gonna spend 20 grand, you know, unless you want some little bitty, I don't know, put together foreign thing for like 12 grand or something. And to buy a truck, it's even worse. My goodness, you know, 50, 60,000. Houses cost that. It's unreal. So I guess we are making sense of this world a little bit. You know, how in the world can that all cost so much now? Okay. In 77, I bought a brand new Cutlass Salon. It was black with one of those half black vinyl tops. Very pretty car. I put Keystone Classic wheels on it. People would make fun of me. I carried this dust, not cloth, not kind of a dust mop, hand dust mop along with me in that car. And when it got dust on it, I would wipe it all down. While I owned that car, I bought a 1963 Corvette convertible. That was a nice car. Too bad I don't have that now. So one night I had that out and had this girl in the car that I tried to get to go out with me for a long time. So she wanted to ride in the vet. So we're riding around town and I'm being all cool and gunning it here and there, and I came around a corner and kind of gunned it too hard, and that car slides, bam, right underneath a truck that was used to haul refrigerators and washers and dryers. So that big thing stuck out of the tailgate, you know, back of the tailgate stuck out, and that car kind of went right under it, tore up the front end of the vet. And that thing that was sticking out, the tailgate, went right through the windshield. Not far, a couple inches, but the girl had glass in her hair. It's funny now. Needless to say, it didn't work out that night. That car was fast. Had a 350 in it, and it wasn't the original motor. Originally, it would have had a 327. But it was fast, 4-speed. Never lost a race. Didn't race a lot, but when I did, it won, including against Camaro Z28s. That car was fast. I had a 1960s Rambler, 4-door, pink car. Ran really well. I paid $100 for it. That thing was clean. I used to drive it to work. I had a 66 Tempest convertible, which was in pretty bad shape when I bought it, although not much rust. Things were wore out on it, and I owned that car several years, never did really. I tore the engine down, had the heads redone, never put it on the road. I had a 66 Le Mans. That was a nice car. Silver, black vinyl top. Very clean, very nice car. I had a 56 Chrysler New Yorker, 4-door. Had the big Hemi in it. It did not run when I bought it. I paid $100 for it, another $100 car. Can't do that today either. It was sitting in my driveway for a long time, just sat there, and one day these people stopped and they said, "Hey, you got our car." And it had been their car years and years ago. It was an old couple. So they bought it from me for $100, and it sat in their yard. I don't think it ever did run again. I had a 1970s, maybe late 60s, but it was either a 240 or 260 Datsun Z. I don't remember which, but I didn't have that one long. I had a 65 Buick Wildcat convertible, and I'm going in chronological order as best I can remember when I had these cars. The Buick convertible I drove a lot. It was a big boat, nice car. One day I was driving it, and all of a sudden it started knocking, tick, 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 tick. And I stopped at this gas station, and a spark plug had came out. Had a big V8 in it. The plug was still in the plug wire, so I just put it back in and went on my way. Then I bought another new one, a 1985 Bronco 2. It was pretty nice, red with silver trim, I think. Drove it to Colorado once. Nice car, or nice vehicle. And then I bought an 87 Bronco 2, brand new. It was blue with silver trim, almost exactly the same vehicle. I don't know. That one, on my way home, I rear-ended some guy. I never even parked the thing in my driveway, and I rear-ended a kid or somebody that was turning around, and so that's the only vehicle I wrecked before I even got in my driveway. Commercial time here on 109 cents. Here's my book, We Make God Cry. I took that picture while I was going down the interstate one morning. Kind of cool. It is about how we make God cry. Murders, rapes, crimes committed. We make God cry. Now, do you believe that God, controls all aspects? That when you're born, you're going to be the murderer, and you're going to be, the president or the policeman or whatever? I kind of used to believe that, but I don't anymore. And so this is a 2-part book, and it's about how we make God cry. It's on Amazon. It's a Kindle book on Amazon. You can go to my website, We Make God Cry, and I'll send it to you in a PDF. You can read it on your computer. It won't cost you much. Okay, commercial over. Let's get back to my list. After the 87 Bronco 2, I bought a brand new 1988 Thunderbird. Dark blue. That car was loaded. Leather seats, moonroof, you name it, it had it on. It was way ahead of its time. Beautiful car. Then I purchased a 1991 Chevy Blazer. Brand new. Junk. Total junk. That car had so many electrical problems. It would not work. The cruise control would not work unless the windshield wipers were on. So on a bright sunny day, if you wanted to use your cruise control, you were going with the windshield wipers on. I got a hold of Chevy a couple times, and they said, nope, no lemon rule here. Too bad. So I got rid of that pretty quick. I got a 1992 Taurus SHO. It was a Ford executive car, so it was in very good condition, low miles. That thing was fast. It might have been able to compete with the 63 Vet that I had. I remember driving down the interstate early one morning. My ex-wife was sitting in the passenger side, and I decided she was passed out. I probably had too much to drink and decided I'm going to see how fast it would go. 133 down the interstate. That car flew. It was a four-door and it flew. Then I bought 1993 F-150 four-wheel drive pickup truck, brand new. Yeah, I've had a lot of new cars and trucks, and it was a nice truck. I actually drove that one till it was paid off and beyond. The 77 Cutlass, I did the same. Most of them I just got rid of before. Then I owned a 67 Fairlane 500. Very nice car. It had very low miles when I bought it. I bought it from the original owner. When I bought it from her, she said, if you ever dislike this car, you bring it back and I'll buy it back from you. Thought that was kind of sweet. It was two-door. It had several layers of different colors of blue. You know, I stripped it down, took all the paint off, and each time I would take an emblem off, it was a different color blue. It was kind of funny. And I painted it a purple dark blue color. I didn't paint myself, but that's the color I picked out. So depending on how you looked at it in the sun, it was either purple or dark blue. It's pretty cool. I owned two vans. Yes, I have kids, and they were both from the 90s. They were both Chevy vans, and here's our dog. Can't see him, I don't think. He's a big black lab. Good boy. Anyway, both those vans I drove till the wheels fell off. The transmission, I'm pretty sure, went out on each of them. But I had a 64 Fairlane 500 red. Had a little bitty, I don't know, it's like a 192 or something, 6-cylinder in it. Pretty cool car though. I bought and still own a 1978 Corvette. Not near as fast as the 63. It is a silver anniversary edition. Pretty nice car. I still have, and I bought and still have, a 66 Mustang. It is for sale. It hasn't been on the road in, I'm sure, 20 years, and I'm not going to get it on the road either. I actually have it for sale. I had a 1993 Firebird. It was teal colored, very nice car, two-door. It was funny because I got rid of that car after about a year because I didn't like getting in and out of it. You know, the Firebird Trans Am I had when I was young, that didn't bother me, but I had a 1994 Geo Tracker, which one of my daughters decided to total out. She's okay. I had a 1996 S10, very nice truck, low miles. It was actually my mom's before I bought it. I'll tell you a story about that in a minute. I have a 1999 Wrangler, very nice, kind of cool. I have a 2011 Chevy Avalanche that I absolutely love that truck. About a year ago, we went to the NASCAR race in Bristol, Tennessee. Had my 96 S10 driving it through the mountains. It was making some noise one night, but didn't think much of it. So the next day we get to Bristol. We're going to supper. It's like 8 o'clock in the evening on a Saturday night. And we were 10 miles from our hotel, sitting at a stoplight. Stoplight turns green. I step on the gas. The truck goes about 5 feet. Boom! Transmission went out. Yes, what to do? So I had enough momentum to get it off the side of the road, and it would back up. And there was a convenience store right there, so we backed it into that. And we could see a Chevy dealer a couple blocks down. And so we walked to them. The doors were locked, but they let us in. We told them the story. They gave us a pretty good deal, and we drove home in the 2011 Avalanche, which I love that truck now. And recently, I drove to Ohio and picked up a 1988 Ford Thunderbird. Yep, full circle. Couple Vets, couple Mustangs, now a couple of the very same Thunderbird. dark blue. The original owner bought it